guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Lucy. 11B.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Bortles now on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And his pass, incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. 3rd down here.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11.
Again, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. They find some open field here. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They get it to him running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
11B, 11B.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now out comes Houston. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Down! Blue ready! Blue ready! Two jet! Two jet! Come back! Come back! Tiger! Tiger! Tiger!
3rd and long. It's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And out now out comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
372.
They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at about the 32. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Bortles to try again after the pick six. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All good, all good, all good. All good. Throw left. Switch.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Reset. Tiger. Down. Green the line. Richmond. Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Reset. Tiger.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play, a perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Richmond. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Watson now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example. Of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
On 1st and 10, Shepard dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Shepard, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Come back! Come back!
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Shepard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air on 2nd down. Shepard, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Shepard. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. Come back, come back.
Watson on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. To throw on second is Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal.
Black 22! Black 22!
To the air yet again, Watson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down.
What?
Throwing on first down, Shepard. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down, Shepard. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down! Black 22!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Black 22! Black 22!
Here's Watson on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fournette, a first down carry. Gets past one man. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he'll take the... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 20. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Shepard over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off-play action. Shepard. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just in there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. The Jaguars on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The pitch to Fournette. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a give to Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.
Let's go! Red 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. Fournette, 1st down, still going. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Fournette. And some space here. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jaguars on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Shepard. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll run him here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.